Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Red NFL Week 1. Let's go, Ace.
Bam. All right, boys and girls, NFL is here. The season is here. Big Ree. We are only 3 days away from kickoff Thursday night. The Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens. Before we get into the episode, Big Ree, I want to welcome back all the DGF family to the channel. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, and comment. And I'll pass it on to you, Big Ree.
Purchase your merch and join the membership.
Link is in the description. Join the membership. We've already got a lot of members that rejoined and a lot of new members. So join. We appreciate everybody that's joined. This is our 9th year, Big Ree. Our 9th year in the DGF show. It's been a long ways when we started on the black leather couches, and now we're here, Big Ree. And so
Yeah.
I want to thank all the DGF family that supported us, to get to this. We really, literally, you can go back to our videos, and we just started at like 100 views and just jumped on the couch and started giving our picks, and it's just grown. So that's a testament to all the support and all of our hard work as well. It's the 9th year, and so I'm excited. Before we get into the actual episode, I want to just quickly, discuss a little bit and just thank all the DGF family, all the subscribers, all the viewers, everybody that's reached out, via Instagram, X, comments, and gave their condolences for my mom. My mom did pass away in February, and it's been a tough time for me, and I just honestly have been overwhelmed with everybody's responses. I've had hundreds of responses, and it just means a lot to me because honestly, 99% of the people I've never met before in person, and they've been watching our shows, and they don't really know, nobody's met my mom, and nobody's really met me, and to reach out and write messages of support, encouragement. And so I just want to say thank you for everybody. And just a quick small tidbit, that my mom actually has a role in this show. 2 years ago when we were filming, and me and Big Ree, normally, we have an iPhone and we're filming, and the new iPhone came out, right? And so we were like, man, like the quality on the new phone is much better, and we have kind of the older version, so the quality of the video is going to be affected. And I kid you not, for one whole month, maybe 5 weeks, literally my mom offered her phone up for us to use. She had the newest phone, newer than me and Big Ree, and she offered her phone on film day for us to use her phone so we could film and just have a better quality shooting. And you remember, before, every time we'd film, I'd go get the camera, we'd use it, and then I'd go to return it. And so my mom did have a little piece of this show. And so once again, I just want to thank everybody. It's been a tough 6 months, and I'll be honest, there's times that I didn't think I was going to be back at this show for sure. And just over, the last few months, more so, it's what Big Ree just jumped on is our 9th year, and all the support just really pushed me from like, hey, I don't want to really do this anymore. When you deal with something like that, it puts things in perspective to like almost take it to another level and want to do more and put out more. And we appreciate all the support. And so, thank you everybody once again. I really appreciate it. I read all the comments. If I didn't reply, I apologize, but I did my best to try to reply to everybody, and thank you very much. So let's start the episode off, Big Ree, with the quote of the day. And so the quote of the day: the more time you spend contemplating what you should have done, you lose valuable time planning what you can and will do. The more time you spend contemplating what you should have done, you lose valuable time planning what you can and will do. This is actually by Lil Wayne, musician, Big Ree. What do you think about this quote of the day?
It's a fact. It works in every way or form in life. You can use it in life, betting, or what you do. Just don't look at the past. Look at the future.
Yep. I mean, I think you can really relate where it's just it's hard not to look at like what you should have done, and you can think about it. But it's true. The more time you waste, you're not able to move forward.
Yeah.
And you can't focus on like, okay, well that happened, things happen, and I can move forward. And now what can I do? And I think a lot of people fall in this trap. They're just still thinking about the past and what they could have done on certain things, and you got to move. You got to let go. If you want to move forward, because that takes up too much mental space in your head. And so, I really liked this quote. And because it's our season opener, I have 2 quotes of the day today, and then we're gonna just move forward. Here's our second quote of the day for the opening episode. You can't be the kid standing at the top of the water slide overthinking it. You have to go down the chute. Once again, you can't be the kid standing at the top of the water slide overthinking it. You have to go down the chute.
Yeah, again, works in life, works in betting. If you want to do something, you gotta take risk and you gotta do it. If you're gonna go up there and go all the way to the top of the slide, you gotta go down, and you can't just stand there.
Yep. And yeah, 100%, Big Ray, you said it well. You just overthinking can really mess you up.
Yeah.
And it can delay things, and it gives you hesitation, and it gives you doubt. Stop overthinking things. Like, that's kind of the beauty sometimes. You can't overthink stuff. You just got to do it. And you just figure it out, right? And sometimes overthinking, it's good at a certain point to do your due diligence and think things through, but at some point you're overthinking it. There's one thing about thinking about stuff and then overthinking it, and you just got to move forward. And this quote is actually by Tina Fey, comedian and writer. And so 2 quotes of the day to start the episode. Do not fast forward. We added a new segment to the show, and so that's coming up. So do not fast forward the channel. Let's get into a recap, Big Ree, of kind of last season. Super Bowl 58. The Chiefs defeated the San Francisco 49ers 25-22 in overtime. That game was played in Las Vegas, Nevada. Chiefs back-to-back championships. And yeah, so they looked good. They won. Honestly, I think the Niners were winning with just a few minutes left to kick the field goal, and then Chiefs came back and tied it and then took it to overtime. So that was, the Chiefs. They back-to-back going for a three-peat.
Yeah, that'll be the first time in history, right? I think.
If I believe so, yeah. I don't think that's happened before, so that's going to be unbelievable. And honestly, roster-wise, I think they're better than they were last year.
Yeah.
They've loaded up on receivers. When I kept saying their receiving core was weak, and they actually loaded up.
Yeah.
They've added a lot of receivers. Marquise Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Xavier Worthy.
Yeah.
They've loaded up, so I think they probably are better than they were last year. What are some of the big off-season things? I don't know. I mean, a lot of QBs got paid.
Yeah.
A lot of your boy Jordan Love, after 1 year of playing, and he got paid. How do you feel? I mean, you're a Packers fan. What do you think?
It's the right move to do, because the longer you wait, the more you're gonna have to pay, and then it gives him confidence and the trust in him. You're putting your trust in him.
Yep.
I do. Some people are gonna argue, hey, he had an 8-game span. You can argue that too. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say you're wrong.
Yep.
But it's kind of the organizations. They could have paid him before last season started, probably like a 3-year,
70, 80
million, 90 million. And then if they got it wrong, everyone would say, what the heck are they doing? So
yep. It's true.
You saw what you got, and now you paid him. What the market is.
I think I just don't see this guy going from what he was to being a bust. I just don't see that, right? Like, he might not be great. I don't know. Nobody knows how his career is going to play out, but I don't see him being a bust. He looked good. And so, I think nowadays, especially with such an important position, you just got to pay the guys.
Yeah.
You just got to pay them, or you risk just losing these guys. And especially when you're young like that, like, Jordan Love, Lawrence got paid.
Yeah.
Lawrence, I have more confidence in Jordan Love than I do have Trevor Lawrence. I've not seen enough out of Trevor Lawrence. He's got to show that he can step up and lead a team.
I mean, this is his make or break season, I think. They added Gabe Davis. He has Christian Kirk. He has Evan Ingram. So he can't have excuses. I don't have weapons. Yeah, I got Travis Etienne. So
Yeah, I mean, he's got weapons, but at this point, he got what, 275 mil? So it doesn't even matter at this point. He's set.
Yeah, he's set.
But yeah, he's got to show up. I haven't seen enough, but once again, they had to pay him. Tua got paid.
Yeah, Tua legit.
Once again, you got to pay him, He got paid. McDaniels got extended. They got a high-powered offense, So we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Somebody else got paid too, right? So Tua got paid. Jordan Love. Brock didn't get paid, right?
No, he was on his rookie. I think he's still. I think one more year and then he'll get paid.
Yeah, he's still there. But yeah, they got paid. Stephon Diggs, he's out. He's with Houston now. Jim Harbaugh, new coach of the Chargers, which I think that's a big deal. You guys all know how I feel about Brandon Staley, so that was big. Who else? Any other major moves?
Dangerous got waived.
Oh yeah, Russell Wilson got waived and got signed by the Pittsburgh, along with they got traded.
Justin Fields.
Yeah. So what do you think? They named Wilson as a starter.
Yeah, and the captain, big thing, and the captain.
Interesting. Well, he's got to step up now. He's got to. This is his opportunity. Otherwise, they got a qualified backup that they'll put in quickly. So he's got to step it up. Pete Carroll's gone.
Yeah, Pete's gone.
Step down. It's crazy how just a couple years ago we're like, who's gonna go, Russ or Pete, and they're both gone now.
Yeah.
What do you think about? I'm trying to think what other major moves have happened in any big signings that you think are gonna affect,
Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors that got drafted, right? That's a big deal. Malik Neighbors got drafted. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about our boy from USC, Caleb Williams, number 1 overall pick to the Chicago Bears. What do you think? What's your prediction? How do you feel about Caleb? What do you think is how they're going to look? How's he going to look?
Well, he has a great core to throw to. They traded for Keenan Allen. They have DJ Moore, Cole Kmet. They drafted Ozuna out of Washington. So they have They signed DeAndre Swift. So he's got everything, all the pieces he needs.
Yep, I agree. He's got weapons, so there's no excuses. He's got weapons right now. I mean, gun to your head, Big Reed, who's going to have a better career? Caleb Williams, 22 Heisman Trophy winner, 2022, or 2023 Jaden Daniels?
I don't know. That's tough. Everyone is high on Jaden Daniels.
That's tough. I just want to know what your thoughts are.
I'm biased. I'm going to go Caleb Williams.
I got to agree with you. I mean, Jaden Daniels looked good at LSU last year, but I'm biased too. I like Caleb. I think this guy's a stud. I think he's going to be really good. And I think he's going to be really good, or he could end up being a bust, but I think he's going to be really good. And I think they can make the playoffs this year.
I completely disagree. They're in a tough division.
Yeah, they are in a tough division, but if Caleb can play like I think he can, they're going to be exciting to watch, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be, So yeah, that was the big number 1, number 2, Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors. I don't even think there was a running back in the top first round that got drafted, right? I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Jonathan Brooks got second round to Carolina, but he's injured right now. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be an exciting, season. Obviously, Kansas City's a favorite. Baltimore's up there. The Niners, Philadelphia. I mean, they're kind of. Let's see what they, what happens with them.
Yeah, for sure.
But okay, let's move on. That's kind of a recap. Let's get into the BS segment of the show. Big Read, the favorite segment of the show. I want to just start the segment off, and I want the viewers to tune in and comment below because I'm really interested to get some feedback on this. Potentially thinking, if there's a trip. A resort, all-inclusive resort trip to Mexico. Okay, coming up. And want to see, maybe a boys trip, and want to see if the viewers can comment where they've had some experience in Mexico, maybe some other places in the Caribbean that's just a really legit. Let's start with Mexico, whether it's Cancun, Playa del Carmen. I mean, there's a lot of places. A legit all-inclusive resort. I mean, there's a bunch of them, obviously, but a nice one, a bunch of dining options, some nice pools, close, right on the beach. Beaches are nice, so just the service, everything. So I want everybody to comment. I've never actually been to an all-inclusive resort in Mexico. Have you, Big Reed?
No, I haven't been to Mexico at all.
You've never been to Mexico?
Nope.
I thought you went to Tijuana.
No, never.
Are you sure? Or you just don't want to admit it? You sure you just don't want to admit it on
100%.
camera?
Never been to Mexico.
Wow. And you've been born and raised in LA.
Yeah.
And you've never been to Mexico.
Nope.
Wow. Wow. Okay, well, I've been to Mexico, but I've not been to a resort all inclusive, and so that's on my list. So I was chopping it up with Javi and Zeus, Double A.
Yeah.
These guys said Mexico resort could be possible. I mean, when you're trying to, unfortunately, when you're trying to plan a boys trip, and some of the boys are married, it changes the availability, right? Or not even the availability. Sometimes it's not just availability. Availability is based on permission sometimes, right? And so there's a lot of moving factors and dynamics, but I think, I know last year when we went to Thailand, that's a 16-hour flight, and that's a lot, but Mexico, we just got, or Mexico, that's what, 4-hour flight?
Probably 4 or 5 hours, yeah.
So, obviously that's much closer, and you're not going to go to Mexico for 2 weeks. You're going to go for what, 4 or 5 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, that's very doable. Would you be down? Would you be in?
I would be in.
If we could get a big group, you would be in.
Yeah.
I'm interested. And honestly, I never really thought of Mexico as, I've always wanted to go to the different parts of Mexico, especially by the water, but I never thought I want to go to an all-inclusive. But I kid you not, I saw something on Instagram where some dude went. I'm pretty sure he's an influencer, and I guess everybody's an influencer nowadays, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they paid for his trip, the resort, because he was just there for a week, and he was showing, the place had literally 20 plus dining options, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all sorts of crap, pools, super nice. It literally looked like Venetian, Aria, Bellagio, super nice inside. It was just baller status. And I was like, damn, I didn't think the resorts were like that. So all the viewers that have gone to any kind of resorts and you guys were happy, comment below what resort it is and what part of Mexico. I'm going to look it up, trying to, make something happen. I think that would be pretty dope. So you're saying you're in?
Yeah.
Javi's already confirmed that he's giving us a thumbs up that he would be in. So I think let's try to make that happen, Big Ree.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than Mexico, anything else on the, I know on college we talked about some domestic trips. I wanted to kind of hold off on some international trips. Anything on the potential list for you, Big Ree?
Probably South America, thinking about it.
Okay, which part?
Colombia.
Colombia.
Peru.
Peru, okay.
And I was thinking Brazil, but it's just so big, just too much to see.
Oh, you can see part of it. I mean,
You can definitely see part of it.
Yeah, you can. There's a lot to see in Brazil, so I
Maybe
think
Chile.
Yeah, Chile. So you want to go to? You have a lot. Aren't your Packers playing in Brazil this year?
Yeah, this week.
This week, Friday. So that would have been great for you right there, Big Reed.
Yeah, I'm not going to South America to see a NFL game. I'll make that
Okay, you know what, Big Reed? You get a lot of respect for that. You're right. You're not going to South America, or you're definitely not going to Brazil to watch a football game. You might watch some other football, right? I hit up another football game in Brazil, but you're not going to watch American football. So I respect that. But yeah, Brazil would be legit. I've never been to Brazil. It's been on my list. I know. Shout out to Brian Chu. I think he has a significant other in Brazil, which I understand, and so shout out to Brian. But yeah, Brazil would be nice. Peru. How is your español? ¿Habla español, amigo?
No español, mi amigo.
Okay, well, it's all good. Lucky for you, there's a lot of translator apps out there. And so you can just jump on some translator apps. I think iTranslate's not bad, and you just jump on that, and you'll be able to get by. So, it makes the traveling a lot easier. But, I mean, I know in Brazil they speak Portuguese, though, right? They don't speak Spanish.
Do they? I don't know.
Yeah, they speak Portuguese. But obviously in Chile or Colombia or Peru, your Spanish, you'll be good. Yeah, I mean, those are a lot of good places, Big Ree. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I definitely want to hit up Mexico, And you know what? I actually want to go to Africa.
Okay.
I want to go to Africa. I mean,
Any specific place?
I don't know. I mean, Somalia would be pretty cool. I don't know how safe Somalia is with all the pirate situation and stuff.
Yeah.
That I don't know. Tanzania looks pretty legit. I was seeing part of like some of the Nigeria, but I just don't know how safe a lot of these places are. But I think they'd be all right. I wouldn't mind going to Africa. Morocco, not too excited about.
So you said Morocco, you're not too excited about, just to be clear.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Okay.
not super excited.
Yeah,
Like, it wouldn't be on the top of my list.
Yeah, I agree. Morocco is not. I don't think there's much to do.
I mean, look, if someone gave me a flight to Morocco, I'd go.
Yeah, if it was free, I'd go
But
too. But it's not like, we want to go.
With all the different countries in Africa, it wouldn't be on the top
Yeah,
of my
I agree.
list. So that's just my thought. I mean, the Middle East might not be bad. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all those places. I mean, there's a lot of oil money out there, Big Ree.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I mean, but yeah, I would say Africa, always good to be in the Caribbean. So if I could pick two, Big Ree, I would say probably somewhere in the Caribbean, and then maybe Mexico.
Okay.
And just keep it simple. I haven't done any traveling since our Thailand trip. But yeah, those would be on my list, man.
Yeah,
So,
I think I only went out once. I think I went to Dallas.
you went to Dallas, but you got a lot of domestic trips in the pipeline from what I
Yeah, in
heard.
the
You got what?
pipeline.
You got Albuquerque, New Mexico, Las Vegas, Nevada, Denver, Colorado.
Denver, yeah.
I mean, holy crap. You got a lot going on. Are you going back to Detroit anytime soon?
No, probably not.
I want to hit up New York, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot, but like I said, I haven't been traveling. Things have been different for me right now. But Mexico is probably next on the docket if I could do that.
Yeah.
I want to go to an all-inclusive, Big Reese. So I'm looking forward to the viewers to comment what's an all-inclusive. And if it's in the Caribbean, that works as well.
Yeah.
Let us know. Definitely excited about that. Let's get into the new segment, Big Reed. We're adding a new segment to the NFL show. We're going to taste test some items every week. And what do we got here, Big Reed? What's the name of this? What do you speak?
Coritas?
Crujitos or something.
Corritos.
Queso and cheese. And this is authentico product de Mexico, right? This is made in Mexico.
Right
It says on the top?
right there, Mexico.
Oh, everything's in Spanish. This is, we picked this up from some Mexican restaurant that me and Big Ree and Javi actually frequent pretty often. They got some bomb fish tacos,
Yeah.
enchiladas, tostilocos.
Yeah.
How's the horchata there? I know you're a big
I haven't
horchata
had it
guy.
yet. Maybe we'll try it.
Oh,
out
you
there.
haven't had it at that place
No,
yet?
not at that place.
I know
I'm
you're
thinking
a
about getting it today.
Oh yeah, but yeah, so we found these over there and we're like, you know what? Me and Big Ree obviously are big foodies and we're always hitting up places, so we're gonna just start taste testing some food. So comment below also if you guys have any recommendations on anything for us to taste test. But let's pop this sucker open, Big Ree, and let's take a look. I mean, queso and cheese is a good flavor.
I'll let you go first.
No, you got to do the honors, Big Ree. You got to do the honors. Okay. Man, they smell good. Smells good. Smells really good. Really good.
Definitely good.
These are queso and chili, not queso and cheese. That's why they're good. Big Ree.
Yeah.
These are fire. These are fire, bro. Dude, these are legit. I give these a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree.
Made in Mexico, bro. Damn, these are fire. And you can't go into a regular grocery store and get these.
Yeah, you can.
Honestly, you can't. Over here in LA, we got about 3 chains that are Latin, Hispanic geared. We got El Super, we got Superior, and we have Vallarta.
Yeah.
Right? Is there any other ones I'm
I
missing?
think that's it.
You can't even get these from there. These are specialty straight from Mexico, bro. Like they still got the sticker on the back. This is the Mexico label, bro.
Yeah.
These are fire, bro. I gotta eat a little bit more and then we can move on. But
Yeah.
these are good. Javi, you want some? You should try them, bro. These are good.
Yeah.
How's the bag? It's pretty full. Yeah. They're not skimming here. They're crispy, not super crispy. They're a good size.
Kind of like a twist.
Yeah. Flavor is bomb. Bro, these are bomb. I cannot believe I've never tried these before. Adding these automatically to the collection. How much should we pay for this? Like $4?
Yeah, I think $3.99 plus tax.
It's not bad,
Yeah.
but these are good, so it's worth
yeah.
it. What's your rating, Big Ree?
I'd say 9 out of 10.
Honestly, I'm giving these 9.5, 10 out of 10. These are bomb.
It's not spicy, that's why. It's not chili.
No, you like a little bit too spicy?
I need a little spice to
Damn, I gotta get a little bit more. What do you think we should try next week, Big Ree?
I don't know. Any recommendations from the viewers?
Comment below, boys and girls. It doesn't just have to be chips, cookies, sweets, donuts, any type of food, drinks. Let us know. These are fire, bro. Holy crap. I did not expect this. I knew they weren't going to be bad. From Mexico, bro. They can't be bad, but... Because the popular favorite, and like a lot of the chips now are queso and cheese. No, what is it? It's queso and...
Queso and
queso
chili?
no, this is queso and chili, but queso and cheese is the same thing.
Yeah.
Queso is cheese in Spanish. These are fire. Honestly, I could finish that whole bag, so I gotta just stop. All right, let's get into some shout-outs, Big Ree. I mean, let's finish up our food and then...
Shout out to Augusta Marshall.
Give a shout-out to Jay Decker.
Shout out to Malicia Coates, sorry.
Malicia has been a long time DGF loyal viewer. Been about part of the community for a long time. It's always hitting us up. So what's up, Malicia? Shout out to Ricky Robas.
Shout out to Anthony Turner.
Shout out to Kevin Barton.
Shout out to Francisco Hychez.
Okay, and shout out to Brent Woods. All right, Big Reed, that's a shout out. If you want a shout out from us, comment below and give us what you want us to shout out, your name and city and state where you're from or your employer, whatever you want us to shout out, and we'll do our best to get you. We want to do our best to shout out, but there's just between all the members plus all the people that want shout outs, we can just do our best, guys. So all right, Big Ree, you ready to get into the picks, what everybody's waiting for?
Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. All right, game one. This is a Thursday night NFL opener. We got the Baltimore Ravens at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are a 3-point favorite. We got Baltimore coming off a 13-4 season. They beat Houston 34-10 in the divisional round, and they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs 17-10 in the conference championships. Honestly, they blew that game. They should have won that game. They had 3 turnovers in that game, and 2 of them were in the fourth quarter. They had that late fumble by, was it Zay Flowers?
Yeah.
And then the interception by Lamar. They should have won that game. They blew that game. Lamar actually stayed healthy all year, played in all the games, looked good. 3,678 passing yards, 67% completion, both career highs. Also had 800 plus yards on the ground, 24 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Rookie Zay Flowers, that guy looked good. He's legit.
For sure.
858 yards, 8 touchdowns. He looked like they're solidifying himself as a number one. They added running back Derrick Henry, who has still looked good with Tennessee, and I think that's a big addition as long as he stays healthy. They drafted the wide receiver out of UNC, Devontae Walker. I think that's an underrated pickup. That guy played well, and I think he will play well. They got rid of Odell Beckham, but I don't think that's that big and noteworthy. Yeah. He went to Miami. We got the Chiefs coming off an 11-6 regular season. And they obviously defeated the San Francisco 49ers 25-22 in Super Bowl 58 in overtime, but they had a tough road. They beat Miami in round 1. They beat Buffalo, and they beat San Francisco and Baltimore. So they beat 4 good teams to win the Super Bowl. They had a really tough route to winning, and so congrats to the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes played really well, 67%. That's a career best completion percentage. He almost had a career low average, those 7 yards per catch. 27 touchdowns. He did have 14 interceptions. That's a lot of interceptions. He didn't lead the league. I believe Sam Howell led the league in interceptions, but he did have a lot of interceptions. But as we stated earlier, they added a lot of weapons. They added Marquise Brown, but I think he's not playing in week 1. They've just recently signed Juju Smith-Schuster. They drafted the receiver Xavier Worthy out of Texas. So that's to add to, Travis Kelce, Rashee Rice. So they got a lot of weapons. But here's my thought. The Chiefs were 6-4 at home last season. So it's not like they were a great home team. They're not 8-2 or anything at home, 6-4. And here's a stat that's interesting to me, Big Reed. They are 1-4 in the regular season versus playoff teams. 1-4. And they just come off back-to-back Super Bowl wins. I think, obviously, they're going to look forward to the Super Bowl. Everyone did. I mean, I especially didn't think they were going to win last year. And I think Baltimore's hungry. They got a sour taste in their mouth from the conference finals that they should have won. I think they're going to come out well. And I just don't see the Chiefs winning by more than 3. I just don't see that. If they win, it's by a field goal. But I think actually I like Baltimore to win this game. If you want to buy the half point and get Baltimore at 3.5.
Would highly recommend it.
I do that. And so I'm taking Baltimore +3. All right. Game 2, we got the Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts. The Texans are a 2.5-point favorite. Houston coming off a 10-7 season. They beat Cleveland 45-14 in the wild card round, Big Ree. Thank you, Joe Flacco, for throwing those interceptions. But they did lose 34-10 to Baltimore in the divisional round, so that shows they still have a lot ways to go. But I'll give them something. Their second best receiver, Dell, was out, so they were playing with Nico Collins. They were led by rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud, 64% completion, 4,100 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. He looked really good. Looked like they got lucky to have him slide to number 2, and he looked great. Obviously, they got number 1 wide receiver Nico Collins. They got Tank Dell, who should be healthy, and he's to start the season. They acquired Stephon Diggs, and they also got running back Joe Mixon. And so their offense looks like it's probably improved, and another season under his belt for Stroud to improve on that rookie season. Then we got the Colts coming off a 9-8 season, 1-1 versus Houston last year. They lost starting quarterback Gardner Minshew to the Raiders. He had 62% completion, 3,300 yards, 15 TDs, and 9 interceptions. They're going to start rookie quarterback Anthony Richardson, and they're going to give him the keys, and he looked good in the 2 games that he played. He looked solid. But then he was out with a shoulder injury, didn't play the rest of the game, the rest of the season. Running back Jonathan Taylor, he looked pretty good. But here's the thing with the Colts. They had a bottom 10 defense, and they are going up against a good offense in Houston that I think has improved from last year. Indianapolis, they were only 4-5 at home last year. And in my opinion, they are a worse team than they were last year. Gardner Minshew is a big loss. And I'm not saying that Anthony Richardson's not going to be better than him, but he's still a rookie. This is going to be his rookie season. He's going to have to learn, and I don't think he's there yet. And so I think they've taken a step back. Everyone's looking at them 9-8. Oh, now they got Richardson. They're going to be better. No. I think they're going to be worse. And I think this is an easy one for the Texans. This is my lock of the week. I'm taking Houston -2.5. All right, game 3, we got the Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are a 4-point favorite here. Carolina 2-15. Just a really bad year for them. I mean, when you have 2 wins, it's a really bad year. They should have got the #1 overall pick, but they gave that away in the trade for Bryce Young. So the Bears got that and drafted Caleb Williams. #1 overall pick last year, Bryce Young did struggle. 59% completion, 2,800 yards. He only had 11 touchdowns and 10 interceptions on the season. A couple of big notes here is he was sacked 62 times last year. Unbelievable. I mean, you can't expect for him to play well when you're getting sacked that many times. It's just not going to happen. They did sign, Robert Hunt, the offensive tackle from Miami, so that should help out to shore up that O-line. They added running back Jonathan Brooks out of Texas, but he's not going to be playing in week 1. They're going to go with Chuba Hubbard. They drafted in the first round Xavier Legette, 32 overall. That guy's a stud out of South Carolina. They got Deontay Johnson at wide receiver. So they added those two to go along with Adam Thielen, Jonathan Mingo. So I just think that they're going to be much better this year. I think they're going to be highly improved. And if you guys watched our NFL props and future bet, that was my lock of the century. Lock of the century bet. Take Bryce Young over 3,200 yards passing for the year. Lock of the century, boys and girls. Let's get into New Orleans. They're coming off a 9-8 season, ended 4-1. They were only 1-5 versus playoff teams during the season. Derek Carr, 68% completion, 25 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions, 3,800 total yards. So he looked good. But somehow they just didn't play well. Kamara, 3.9 yards per carry. Didn't look great. And I don't think they got better. I just do not think they got better from last year. They are at home, the Superdome. But I just don't see New Orleans winning by more than a field goal here. I just don't see them. I think Carolina is going to play well. And I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs this year, but I think they're going to be a lot more competitive in every game. And I don't think Orleans is that good. And so I'm rolling with Carolina here +4. And on that note, I just want to touch bases quickly on the membership. We lowered the membership to $4.99. And what that really does is that $4.99, just look at it as a tip for me and Big Ree to just support the channel and allow us to, build on the channel and just put out more content. A lot of people have been commenting and also DMing us about are we going to get more content? Are we getting more picks? Right now, the membership is just to support the channel. Comment below if you guys want more content and more picks and a separate membership level for that. But right now, just to kind of support the channel. Hopefully we can build up enough members there, and that way this can just allow us to continue full time. Last year we got a lot of support from the members. The membership was high, almost close to breaking 1,000 total members. So we appreciate everybody, and $4.99, can't even get a cup of coffee, Big Ree. So support the channel. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
The first game I got is the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Cardinals' biggest addition was drafting Marvin Harrison Jr., as we talked about earlier, out of Ohio State. I think Kyler Murray is going to have a huge year, really good offense. While Bills had some key departures, traded wide receiver Diggs, as you mentioned. Gabe Davis walked. He went to the Jaguars. It seems like Buffalo is going to have a run-heavy offense with James Cook and quarterback Josh Allen. They still have a tight end duo with Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox. I like Buffalo here. I'm going to take the -5.5, taking the Bills -5.5. The second game I got is the Broncos at the Seahawks. The current spread is 5.5 on Seattle. Broncos coming off an interesting offseason. Biggest move, obviously, moving on from quarterback Russell Wilson. No surprise. I think the surprise for them was drafting Bo Nix that high early, and now he's their starter. They traded Jerry Jeudy to the Browns, released Justin Simmons. Running back Javonte Williams is coming off an injury. Seahawks' key departure was not a player, it was head coach Pete Carroll leaving. And you still got quarterback Geno Smith, still have all their wide receivers. Still have running back Kenneth Walker there. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba is due for a breakout season. Overall offense, Seattle is better. Defense, Denver is better. But look at it like this. It's rookie Bo Nix's first starting game in the NFL in Seattle on the road. I think Seattle wins easily by a touchdown. I'm taking the Seahawks -5.5 as my lock of the week. The last game I got is the Raiders at the Chargers. Raiders coming off an interesting offseason as well, where they did not do much. They did draft tight end Brock Bowers out of Georgia and added Gardner Minshew, as Ace mentioned. Josh Jacobs left to the Packers, probably their key departure. They did give Antonio Pierce the keys to the head coaching job. Chargers made a lot of big moves. The biggest one, not even a player again, adding head coach Jim Harbaugh, for sure a great coach. Key departures, traded Keenan Allen to the Bears. Mike Williams walked. Austin Eckler walked. They added Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins, drafted wide receiver Ladd McConkey. Josh Palmer is their number one wide receiver on the depth chart. It's going to be a run-heavy offense here with Jim Harbaugh. This game is being played at SoFi Stadium in LA, but it's going to be 80% Raider fans. I think the Raiders are going to shock everyone and win outright, and that's why I'm taking the Raiders +3.5.
All right. It's going to be an exciting season of football, Big Ree. Opening weekend, Thursday and Friday, right? And then
Thursday,
Sunday
Friday,
and Monday.
Sunday, Monday, yeah.
4 out of 5 days NFL.
Saturday you'll have college, so don't worry.
Yeah, so it's going to be, cannot wait. It's going to be a juicy season, boys and girls. Get the popcorn ready, get the pizza, the wings, and football is back.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe, comment, like.
Join the membership, boys and girls. Support the channel, and we cannot wait. Comment. We look forward to any suggestions or comments, and cannot wait, boys and girls.